Yo, what's going on, everybody? Back with another reaction video. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Your support means a lot to me. Please like, comment, subscribe, turn all post notifications on. I couldn't wait to get right into this video. This video was highly recommended. Today I'll be reacting to British SAS Soldiers versus US Navy SEALs military training comparison. Let's get right into the video. I'm not wasting no time. Y'all already know how I do.
British Army Special Air Force, aka SAS, began operations in 1941 during the Second World War. The reason for having such a specialized set of soldiers was to get behind enemy lines and attack them from within, or at least destroy what they could while gaining intelligence. It still takes part in operations that involve the United Kingdom, but as it's very much a covert special forces unit, much of what the SAS does is a secret. The Navy SEALs, Sea, Air, and Land Team, was formed much later when President John F. Kennedy established them in 1962.
But you know what? Both the British SAS and the Navy SEALs, they're both kind of, they're both kind of under the radar. They're both meant to kind of be undercover. Except one's on the land. One's on the water / land. I mean, but still, they are very under the radar.
As a clandestine unit which, like the SAS, would take on special missions much of the time in very hostile environments. They also act under a veil of secrecy and are sometimes referred to as America's Secret Warriors. If both these units are so secretive, then how does one get a job with them? Well, with the SAS, there is a small problem to begin with if you are a mere civilian. They won't allow you to apply. So to start with, you must already be in the British Armed Forces or be a soldier in the British Commonwealth. Another way to get in is to join the SAS reserves, and they do accept civilians. As long as you've passed the reserve training and worked with them at least 18 months, you can apply to work in the SAS proper. To apply for the SAS, you should be between 18 and 32 years of age and be in amazing physical and mental shape. You'll be required to do at least a 3-year stretch. Women can apply, but have so far been excluded from most combat movements. To apply, you must accept that you know the harsh demands expected of you, people have died during training, and that means signing an Army General Administrative Instruction form. You're basically acknowledging you are willing to go through hell. Next comes the medical, the battle fitness test, which will mean running fully kitted or squatted for 1.5 miles in 15 minutes.
Oh, that ain't no joke.
10% of applicants don't.
That's not no joke. Yeah, that's not no joke at all. Oh my goodness, I did the PT test. I did the PT test when I did ROTC in the summertime. I wanted to, get a feel for it before I went off to Fort Myers for the boot camp training. Because of course I wanted my ABUs, but quarantine hit. But the training is no joke. You better have enough stamina alone to get you through these workouts, because I promise your stamina is what you need the most to get through all these workouts. Without the stamina, you're not doing none of this. Think about it. You're not doing none of this without stamina. So just make sure your stamina is up to par. Stay heavy with the calisthenics. Stay heavy with the cardio. That's what I did. You could lift weights. They want you to be real jock and diesel, but at the same time, you need to be doing calisthenics, weighted backpacks. You can have weights on your legs. It don't really matter. Just add that weight when you do them calisthenic workouts or any cardio workouts. It's going to build that endurance. There's really a lot to this training. They in the Navy SEALs, they got to train. You got to know how to swim. There's a physical test. Like a checkup, I guess, whatever you want to call it. When they check your eyes, they check your blood pressure and all that. Make sure you good and you healthy. Make sure your head is right. Make sure your head is in the right state of mind, because you will be in the books. You will be in the books. And make sure you are studying your craft, because I know some people in the military who don't know drill, who don't know all the ranks, who don't know all the states, the country. Hey now.
Kitted or squatted for 1.5 miles in 15 minutes. Apparently 10% of applicants don't even make it past this point. That pace for even an average person in running shoes and shorts isn't too bad. Now you start your real training. To join the Navy SEALs, you need to be a natural born or naturalized American between the ages of 18 and 28, although at 17 you can join if your parents say it's okay. If you want to become an officer, you can be up to the age of 33. The first woman ever started the training in 2017, but dropped out soon after. You'll need to have a clean record, and many background checks will be done. You'll then undergo physical and mental tests, including an eye test to make sure you have under 20/70 vision. As for what shape you must be in, well, you are going to go through hell with the SEALs, so they suggest you follow their Navy Special Warfare Physical Training Guide.
And this is for any branch. Any branch you go to, they're all the same. And this is exactly what you're going to get for your training.
This includes lots of long and short swims and runs, lots of interval training, as well as other workouts. As for other strength training, their gym workouts basically tell you you'll have to be as strong as a bull as well as have all the cardio attributes. You'll be screened before you can start training, and that will mean you must show that you can run 1.5 miles in 11 minutes, but not squatted.
Mandatory.
This also comes after a 500-yard swim in 12.5 minutes, 42 push-ups, 50 sit-ups, and 6 pull-ups, all with a short rest in between. Once you actually start training with the SAS, the first phase lasts 4 weeks. This will test your endurance and ability to navigate through the wilderness, that being a harsh mountain range in Wales. In 2015, a young recruit died during this exercise just half a kilometer from the end. He died at the part nicknamed VW Valley, standing for Voluntary Withdrawal Valley. 2 other soldiers died that day too, leading...
I always thought it was a guarantee that you make it home after training. What? I guess the training here ain't cruel enough. That's probably why I got the better military.
To an inquest into the treatment of soldiers. Some of the activities in the mountains included a 15-mile hike to start with. Those that can get through that then have to do a 40-mile hike carrying a 55-pound backpack, a rifle, plus their food and water.
Yep.
They are not allowed to use any established trails, but they do have a map and a compass. After that, they can rest a bit and start the weapons training phase, as well as do parachute training. After that, there is 6 weeks of jungle training, usually in the rainforests of Belize, Borneo, or Brunei. The last phase is called escape and evasion, which will mean being forced into some horrible survival scenarios, as well as learning how to handle being interrogated.
Don't put me
This will
upside
include
down, though.
humiliations and other psychological harassment, as well as being blindfolded, deprived of sleep, given nothing to eat or drink, being put in stress positions, imprisoned in a small cage, and having to listen to loud noises all the time.
These are things that you need. You need to empower. You gotta conquer these things, if any of these things are fears. Being trapped in tight spaces, claustrophobia. There's another word for it. You got people that got paranoia, PTSD, so many things that people battle in the military alone mentally. Not even physically, it's all in the head. You got to make sure that you're able to control your physical and mental well-being. The mind controls the body. One bad thought in a situation and you could just make yourself believe something completely different. It's crazy how strong the mind is. So these little things that they're doing, okay, it look crazy. I mean, he's on the table taped up, but look, man, blindfold me up, tape me, suffocate me a little bit, let it be dark, let me get the worst of the experience so I could know. Say I'm out, say I'm in enemy's territory and they capture me and they start torturing me, terrorizing me. What you think they gonna do to me? Give me lollipops? They gonna be doing worse than what he doing. I need to be prepared to endure it so I don't sell out my country. I could go out like a real one.
SAS tough guy turned novelist said physical injuries finish a lot of people off during training, but you need a lot of strength of will to get through the psychological stuff. In 2016, the Washington Times reported that 1 Navy SEAL died in 3 out of the last 4 training classes. One was a drowning, another a suicide, and another a car crash after drinking heavily. The Post states that the 6-month training will include a 7-day stretch of little sleep, self-induced hypothermia, and brutal physical conditioning known as Hell Week. It's Hell Week where most recruits drop out. The training in Colorado starts with 5 weeks of pre-training in class. Get through that and you enter the realm of pain and indignity. The Navy SEALs website doesn't go into specifics, but states that you'll be tested to your limits of fatigue. This will include running through sand, swimming in oceans, sometimes in the middle of the night with your clothes on, rappelling down cliffs or buildings at speed, enduring cold and heat, getting lost and finding ways out, combat training, long-distance underwater dives, weapons and explosives training, mission planning, tactics training, and more.
Now before you join, either or, I don't know if you're in England or if you're in the US, that's why I'm saying either or, make sure you're ready for this. All these things right here on the screen, all these little, I've seen the training videos, it gets real, and the people that do make it, they're like robots. Yeah, I call them little robots. They have no emotions or nothing. They're just straight hardcore, straight strong and just aggressive and just built for it. Some people are built for the military. Some people are definitely just built for it. Just straight up animals.
Hell Week seems to be the worst part. One soldier described it as being designed to put you through 24/7 days of no rest and continual harassment. From his class of 300, only 19 completed the training. In all, it will last 5.5 days and you'll almost continuously be pushed to your limits. You are allowed no more than about 4 hours sleep during the entire training. You'll also have to deal with integration in what's called the survival, evasion, resistance, and escape phase. Former SEAL Brandon Webb said it will involve sacks over your head, being being beaten with sticks and humiliation.
See, that's
It's
that.
here, he said, that some people lose their minds. At least
Yup.
after that, you get some classroom time. For 7 weeks, you'll also have a land warfare phase as well as parachute training. If you pass it all, you'll be given the Navy SEAL Trident, but then have to do advanced training. This will include sniper, communications, and free fall parachute training. Once you are done, you'll have way more weapons to use than a regular soldier. In the SAS, this will include a C8 carbine assault rifle, an ultra-compact individual weapon, an M16, an HK MP5 submachine gun, an HK 417 sniper rifle, an AW50 anti-material rifle, handguns, tear gas, canister launchers, stun grenades.
Before you get any of these weapons, you need to make sure, well, they're gonna make sure that you are physically able to carry all of this stuff, because boy, it's heavy. This AK alone, and then you got a bulletproof vest on, that's like 40-50 pounds, maybe more, maybe 60. This right here is, this gun is about maybe 60, a cool 60 pounds. I'm gonna say a cool 60 pounds, 50-60 pounds. You got a helmet on. Then you gotta carry this big book bag. This big backpack or book bag. I say backpack. It just sounds better because it's bigger. You gotta carry that on your back, and your back needs to be strong enough to be able to hold it up, so you can stand up straight and be able to hike with it, so it's not killing your back and weighing you down, or else, it's gonna be an excruciating time for you. Excruciating time for you.
Rocket launchers, portable anti-personnel mines, grenade launchers, surface-to-air missiles, and many more things it will take too much time to talk about. You'll also, of course, get all the kit, including things like body armor. According to the Navy SEALs website, your regular SEAL on land will carry such things as the Colt Automatic Rifle 15, the M60 machine gun, M203 grenade launchers, a shotgun, an SASR 50 caliber sniper rifle, an M107 anti-material rifle, a Beretta M9 handgun, a 20mm Gatling gun, and AT-4 rockets. Again, these are just some of the most used weapons, as the list is endless. So, who do you think has the best training? Do you think you could get through it? Let us know in the comments. Also, be sure to check out our other video called The Top 10 Most Powerful Militaries.
I was waiting for him to ask me that question. Do I think I could get through it? No. I give people the props. I give people credit when it's due. I'm not going to sit here and be like, yeah, I got it. No. Nope. Put my pride to the side. Me looking crazy on YouTube. I cannot. No. Swimming alone, you crazy. Don't put no sack over my head too. And that claustrophobia thing is not for me. Don't cover my head. I get to swing and don't cover my head. I get to acting crazy. Forget fighting. I'm just swinging now. I'm going crazy. I'm losing my mind now. I don't even want to fight. I'm just like this. Get this sack off of my head. And then they tie it. Oh no, I don't do that. And then what's next? Do they throw you in a trunk? They probably put like sacks over your head, throw you in a trunk, all type of crazy stuff, all in dark, tight, hot spaces with a sack over your head. Oh my gosh. And then they probably beat you at the same time, so then you claustrophobic and you in pain and you going crazy and stuff. Nah, it's too much. It's too much involved. I've seen some of the videos where they're like laying in the ocean, fully dressed, nothing but ocean water just hitting them in the face. Sand all over their body. I know it's all in their pants and everything. They probably got creatures all over them. Eventually you're probably going to have something on you, biting you or something. It's bad. It gets bad. It's not an experience to enjoy. But that's the point of this, because this is to prepare you for war and what you're going to be facing. Possibly. We're not saying you're going to war, but possibly. You got to be prepared. Oh, man. That is a horrible way to prepare. You got to do it somehow. I'm not doing it. Me, I would have went straight to the Air Force, and I would have just did it that way, I would have did my little 6 months training, and then I would have been off into the Air Force. Of course, the training is difficult for that, but not as difficult as this. I'm dealing with all flight training and physical training. Oh, yeah, physical, but mostly flight training. If you look at pilots, they're not really strong and big. They're kind of lean and skinny. Oh, man, it's just different type of breeds. 19 out of 300 only made it. 19 out of 300 only made it. Oh, my goodness. If you guys feel like you could do this and you could get through this training, please let me know in the comments down below. Or if you have before, if you actually gotten through the training and you're currently in the military right now, salute to you, my brothers and sisters, because I know there's some females that's probably going through this training too and have actually gone through it. Oh man, way to show up on some of the men. Come on, I know there's at least like 1 or 2 females that got through it. Come on now. Like, comment, subscribe, turn all post notifications on. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about this video and how you feel about it. Can you do this training? Can you complete this training and be perfectly fine after? Your body, your organs, everything still assembled and attached. Please like, comment, subscribe, and turn all post notifications on. My original Twitch link, Discord link, and second reaction channel, of course, to all sports videos only, will be in the description down below. I'll see you guys in my next one. Stay safe.